Mike, I got to tell you, it's been a while since we did that, but what a demo.
Yeah, that was fun. That was very interesting what came off that floor, David.
So, folks, we're here with Mike Seebeck. He's going to be here talking to us about the HDOX workshops that we're doing and showcases. So, Mike, tell everybody a little bit about this, and let's get rolling here.
Well, Dave, I've been working with GEMSupply for several years now, and I'm a manufacturer's rep for Earth Laboratories. And our premier product, our lead horse, is the Proxy HDOX, which you and your team have done a great job with marketing in your locale. Proxy HDOX is a single product concentrate that takes care of light duty, heavy duty cleaning, and infection control and prevention. It's diluted to use on site, and it really hits four key important factors. One is results. As you can see from that floor and many other floors we've done, it provides nice, clean, dry surfaces as a consequence of its use. The second is we're very proud of the safety profile. We have our Section 3 listing of hydrogen peroxide. We don't have a lot of the other ingredients that are not germane to cleaning and infection control, which gives the customer the satisfaction, in this day and age where people are literally checking the ingredients of the food they're eating, the fact they're using products that have a safety profile consistent with their institutions.
Yeah, we are being a little bit more aware of things. I mean, that's one thing COVID did. It made everybody much more aware of what's going on.
Tremendously. And some of the initiative with the current Health and Human Services Secretary Kennedy is doing, even in bringing to light some of the food ingredients that we should be more mindful of, is kind of ancillary. The third thing is we are proud of the fact this product can be used on any washable surface. So we get great results not only on hard surfaces like tabletops and desks and floors, but you could even use this in carpeting and certain other commercial materials. And again, excellent results, clean, dry surfaces, no sticky residues. So in that regard, you get a simplification of the process of cleaning and providing infection control. You get a simplification in the logistics. You don't need 7 different products.
Right.
And training, which is very important. There's a lot of turnover. There's language barriers. There's all sorts of issues that this addresses. And as a side note to the safety issue, taking one step back, there's no PPE required. Again, so you have a product that has a safety profile and a versatility that allows facilities managers to have a simplified and effective program. And the last thing, Dave, is the value. Being a concentrate and being diluted to use provides great value for the end customer. What were you going to say?
Well, I was going to say, for folks that are watching the video, you can see the dates and everything scrolling across. If you're listening to the audio, let me see if I can catch up with things here. Mike, you're going to be doing a showcase for people that come into the stores. You're also going to be doing a 1-hour workshop from 10:30 to 11:30 at each one of those locations. Now, the dates for those is going to be in Orlando this month at the 30th of April. Then you're going to be at Clearwater on May the 8th, Ocala on May the 7th, and then Jacksonville May the 12th. You're going to be a busy guy that week there, Guy.
Yeah, you know what? I probably should have made it a little early in the year, given the winter we had up here in New Jersey, which was brutal. But I just want to make a note. I think that the Clearwater is the 5th, not the 8th, Dave. But that's
okay. Well, hey,
30th, 5th, 7th, and 12th. Yep.
All right. Hey, that's why we got both of us checking and talking about this. Now, wait a minute. HDOX isn't the only thing. I mean, because you've got other products too as well.
Yes, we have a wonderful product for VCT that really gives people the ability to deal with their finished floors with a minimum of stripping. And stripping is still probably one of the most toxic. Strippers are one of the most toxic products you can bring in your building. So I know that there's a good market for these products and stuff like that, but we're big fans of only having to bring in what you really need to do the job. And COF does a great job and reduces the use of floor strippers tremendously.
Now, I think there's also another product, Formula something.
Yes, and you've used it firsthand and have given me great feedback. So once again, in Florida, you have the hard water in many cases.
Right.
So Formula 14B is an acid-based demineralizer, and it's a perfect complement to something like Proxy HDOX. Because Proxy HDOX is an oxidizer. It really is highly effective against anything organic. Where it struggles is with inorganic buildups, like your mineral water buildups.
So like I've been using it for soap scum and mineral deposits, like in showers, places like that around pools and everything. So basically with these three things, what else do I really need?
Well, we do have a degreaser, so if we have to drag you into the kitchen and do some really heavy duty, either automotive or food-based greasy surfaces, we have a wonderful degreaser, E-Force degreaser.
I mean, I know we've been using it here for quite some time. We're not the only people in the country using this. Now, you also talked about doing some other things other than just the floors. Mainly you and I, when we've done it, we've just done floors, but you can do so many other things.
Well, I've had the pleasure of going out with a lot of the gem reps, and we've done a lot of glass demos. We've done, tile and grout, both on the walls and on the floors. We have done some carpet demos, and we've used it with a variety of the various equipment lines you guys rep down there. So, and that's a really wonderful combination. Anytime you combine the Proxy HDOX with an auto scrubber or a brush roller, it's lights out for the bad guys.
And one of the things that I've always thought about this, because this is the product I have in my classroom right now, is that I don't have to worry about having two different chemicals in this closet on the cart. I think so much of the time you see these carts with all these different chemicals. I mean, are we creating a kind of a chemical pea soup that's toxic for people when they do that?
The answer to that, Dave, is honestly yes. And the truth of the matter is that is exactly what more sophisticated facilities managers are starting to understand, and they're starting to look at ways to reduce their exposure to accidental mismanagement of chemicals, improper chemical use and combinations, which could be very, very hazardous. And quite frankly, sometimes at the end of the day, if you look at the amount of ingredients between some of the acids and fragrances and dyes, they're not necessary in many cases.
So now when you talk about fragrance, I don't remember that there is a certain like flowers or certain types of smell with this.
That's because there isn't, Dave. You're absolutely correct. Your nose is still working, and that's one of the things that, especially in key markets like the clinical markets, education, they understand that indoor air quality is paramount to good brain functioning and learning and healing, and worshiping and working. There's a lot of good studies about that, and at the shows, I will be bringing some very good research by a lot of top academic institutions as to how to look at some of these situations with what you're using to clean and disinfect, and what some of the better choices may be for you. And it's based on third-party objective information, which I think is the most reliable.
So once again, folks, if you're listening to this on the video, you can see all the dates all over the place here, even though I got them wrong the first time around. We'll actually have them in the show notes as well for you listening to the audio version. Now, we're talking about the workshop that you're going to be doing, but you're also going to go out and do on-site calls with some of the sales forces, I understand, the afternoons, right?
Dave, that's actually the best part of the job, and I'm looking forward to. So anybody watching this who has an interest in getting a demo at their facility, speak to your GEM rep. We'd love to come out and do some demos and show firsthand how this product and the other products work. HDOX is a like you said, the Lynx bus terminal on the video that you showed at the beginning of this really got their attention as to what they could do to improve their results, and that's something I really enjoy doing, and I enjoy doing with the reps at GEM.
Yeah, we always have fun when we go out and take your real world issues and then take all the complication away. And you know what? The whole reason we're doing this is for results, and it's all about health.
It is all about results. It's all about health. Cleaning is essential. Somebody told me once that they're a janitor and they save lives. And you know what? After all the years and the understanding of just how important that is, there's going to be another pandemic or outbreak of some kind. And the easiest thing to do is to have good practices in place to head it off and minimize it. The flu comes every year, for instance, Dave. And that's why we do this, because all of the people that come and cohabitate a facility and they leave and they come back and they leave and they come back, if you did that for 30 days and didn't clean in between, the building would be uninhabitable. So it's key to the performance of your institution, whether it's a medical, educational, workplace, and it's very important for your workers and your employees and occupants.
So, folks, once again, come on by. You can come to the showcase and see the products that Mike talked about this morning. You can also then come to the workshop, which you see right there is from 10:30 to 11:30, each one of those stops. And then, hey, if you can't come here, can't come to one of the locations, call up or get with your rep, schedule a time where they'll come to you. And Mike and them would be glad to do that on site with you. Folks, thank you for listening and watching. And Mike, I guess we'll see you later this month.
Dave, it's a pleasure working with you and your educational facility and the family team at GEMSupply. Thank you.
Thanks, folks. Stay safe out there.